Hey Yankees fans, let's dive deep into what's coming next for our team. The last few weeks have been a whirlwind, and while the recent loss against the White Sox might sting, it's only part of a much larger story. Baseball is a game of momentum, of small margins, and right now, the Yankees are standing at a pivotal point in their season. Aaron Judge, the team's captain, made it clear that this is about showing up every single day and proving their worth, not just to the league, but to themselves. There's no time to dwell on the past. Wins, losses, streaks, they all fade behind what's next. And what's next is a stretch of games that could define how this team approaches September and the postseason. The Yankees are stepping into a period that is as challenging as it is exciting. They just wrapped up series wins in Boston, swept the Nationals, and dominated most of their games in Chicago. But now comes the real test. They'll face Houston, Toronto, Detroit, and Boston in the coming weeks, a lineup that reads almost like a playoff preview. Each of these series carries weight. Houston has been a tricky opponent this season, even on Yankee Stadium soil. Toronto has been hot, showing bursts of brilliance all summer long. And Detroit can be unpredictable, with pitchers capable of shutting down even the best offenses. Boston, of course, is a rivalry that never sleeps. Winning here isn't just about the numbers in the standings. It's about pride, momentum, and sending a message to the league that the Yankees are ready to compete at the highest level. What makes this stretch particularly compelling is the stakes involved. The Yankees sit just a few games behind first place in the division and hold a slim edge over the Red Sox for the wild card race. Every game from here on out is an opportunity to either widen that gap or let it slip. The team needs to treat each matchup like a playoff series, approaching it with intensity, strategy, and a willingness to adapt. It's not enough to rely on a long ball when facing top-tier pitching. Small ball, smart base running, timely hitting, and careful bullpen management will all come into play. It's a test of baseball intelligence, resilience, and the ability to perform under pressure. Aaron Judge has set the tone for this stretch. He knows what's at stake, and he's vocal about the team's responsibilities. This isn't just about winning games. It's about proving the Yankees belong at the top. Judge himself is having an MVP-caliber season, leading the team with power, consistency, and leadership. Every swing, every catch, every decision he makes on the field has ripple effects across the clubhouse. But he's not alone. Giancarlo Stanton, who has delivered some of the most clutch performances in recent Yankees playoff history, is poised to be a critical component as well. His ability to rise in high-pressure moments gives the team a weapon that can shift momentum instantly. Then there's Cody Bellinger, the newer addition with pedigree and experience, ready to leave his mark in contract year fashion. All three players carry playoff experience, and their leadership can inspire those around them to elevate their game when it matters most. The upcoming 12-game stretch is not just about individual performances. It's about the team finding a rhythm, capitalizing on opportunities, and demonstrating the grit that defines championship-caliber squads. Houston, Toronto, Detroit, and Boston aren't just opponents. They are benchmarks. The Yankees have to show that they can compete with the best, that they can handle adversity, and that they can turn close games into victories. Every decision from the coaching staff, every pitch selection, and every strategic move on the base paths becomes magnified. This is a chess match played at 90 miles per hour, where even a small misstep can have cascading effects on the standings and postseason hopes. Toronto, in particular, has been a thorn for the Yankees all season. With a strong record against New York, the Blue Jays have proven they can rise to the occasion. Beating them requires more than talent. It requires focus, determination, and execution in every inning. The Yankees must approach each game with the mindset of leaving everything on the field. Detroit presents its own challenges with unpredictable pitching rotations, forcing the Yankees to adjust on the fly and demonstrate versatility. And of course, Boston looms as both a rival and a measuring stick. Success in that series could solidify the Yankees' claim to the wild card and bolster confidence heading into the final stretch. Failure, however, could invite pressure and scrutiny at the worst possible moment. Beyond strategy, there's psychology in play. Winning breeds confidence, and confidence breeds resilience. The Yankees have to maintain composure, even when games get tight or when mistakes happen. Every player, from the seasoned veterans to the newer roster members, must embrace responsibility and contribute in meaningful ways. The team's collective mentality during this 12-game stretch will define not only September, but also how they approach October. Momentum is more than a buzzword. It's the lifeblood of a successful playoff campaign. Teams that ride it with purpose and discipline often find themselves in advantageous positions when the postseason arrives. Aaron Judge, Stanton, and Bellinger aren't just names on a roster. They're symbols of what this team can achieve when it plays to its potential. Judge, with his combination of power, speed, and leadership, embodies the team's aspirations. Stanton, with his proven clutch ability, reminds the Yankees that postseason glory is possible if they execute under pressure. Bellinger brings a fresh perspective and experience from a championship team, reminding everyone that winning is not only about skill, but also about timing, opportunity, and seizing the moment. Together, these three can elevate the squad, but only if the supporting cast rises to meet the challenge. The bullpen, the fielders, the bench players all have roles that become increasingly critical during stretches like this. Each game, each inning, each at-bat carries weight. The Yankees can't afford lapses in concentration or energy. They must approach each pitch, each swing, each defensive play with intention and focus. It's not just about avoiding mistakes. It's about creating opportunities and capitalizing on them. Whether it's a stolen base, a perfectly executed sacrifice, or a well-timed double play, these seemingly small moments can be the difference between a win and a loss, between control in the division and chasing from behind. Every game against Houston, Toronto, Detroit, and Boston offers lessons as well as opportunities. Facing Houston, the Yankees have to be prepared for a team that has given them fits this season. Success here requires discipline at the plate, smart pitching matchups, and patience in every at-bat. Toronto demands that the Yankees find resilience and strategic adjustments to counter their streaky, high-powered offense. Detroit challenges adaptability, forcing the team to adjust to whatever pitching the Tigers put forward. And Boston, the ultimate rival, tests the Yankees' resolve, composure, and ability to thrive in a high-stakes, emotionally charged environment. The Yankees also need to balance their approach between power and precision. While home runs have been a hallmark of their season, relying solely on the long ball isn't enough against elite pitchers. At this stage of the season, leadership in the clubhouse is critical. Judge sets the standard with his intensity and accountability. Stanton brings experience and composure in high-pressure moments. Bellinger combines confidence with the hunger to prove himself. Together, these three can create a culture of accountability, resilience, and focus, elevating the performance of everyone around them. Younger players and role players can follow this lead, understanding that every play, every decision, and every moment matters. This is what separates playoff-ready teams from those that fade when the stakes rise. For the Yankees, this stretch of 12 games is about more than wins and losses. It's about setting the tone, proving the team's resilience, and establishing the belief that they belong among the elite in the league. Every game offers an opportunity to make a statement, not just for the fans, not just for the media, but for the players themselves. It's a chance to show that they can handle adversity, compete with the best, and rise to the occasion when it matters most. The strategy, preparation, and mindset will all be tested in real time, and how the team responds will determine the narrative of their season heading into September and beyond. This is the moment where preparation meets opportunity. The Yankees have the talent, the leadership, and the potential. Now they need to execute. Houston, Toronto, Detroit, and Boston are not just opponents. They're the proving grounds. Winning here requires focus, grit, and a commitment to excellence on every pitch, swing, and play. For fans, it's an exciting time. For the players, it's the test they've been preparing for all season. And for the Yankees, it's the chance to turn potential into achievement, momentum into legacy, and effort into a statement that echoes into the postseason. Moving into the series against Toronto, the challenge shifts. The Blue Jays are a team that thrives on offensive bursts, often catching opponents off guard with sudden scoring streaks. They can swing the momentum with a single inning, and the Yankees need to counter this with a combination of smart pitching changes, defensive precision, and patience at the plate. It's about limiting mistakes, capitalizing on scoring opportunities, and maintaining composure, even when things go against them. Toronto has been a stumbling block for New York all season, so winning 2 out of 3 games here isn't just desirable, it's essential. This stretch could determine not only the Yankees' position in the wild card race, but also the psychological edge they carry into future matchups. Detroit presents a different kind of challenge. The Tigers are unpredictable, capable of mixing in dominant starters with lesser-known pitchers who can still frustrate hitters. The Yankees need to adapt quickly, analyzing tendencies and making in-game adjustments that can exploit weaknesses. It's not simply about raw power. It's about timing, strategy, and patience. Each run matters, and every mistake is amplified. Base running, defensive shifts, and bullpen management all come into play here, and the ability of the Yankees coaching staff to make the right calls could determine whether the series tips in their favor. For the players, it's about executing fundamentals under pressure and understanding that these games are a preview of the intensity they'll face in the postseason. Giancarlo Stanton, too, is critical. His postseason experience has proven invaluable in moments where the lights are brightest. He knows how to handle pressure, how to step up in crucial situations, and how to deliver when the stakes are at their highest. Last season, Stanton carried the Yankees in key games, and his ability to repeat that performance can be the difference between a series win and a missed opportunity. His presence allows other players to relax slightly, knowing that there is a reliable force capable of delivering in high-pressure moments. Stanton's performance is not just about stats. It's about presence, confidence, and timing, all of which are crucial in these upcoming matchups. Cody Bellinger adds another dynamic layer to this team. He brings a mix of experience, power, and adaptability that complements both Judge and Stanton. With a contract year on the line, Bellinger has an extra incentive to perform, but beyond that, he provides a stabilizing force and a player who can shift the momentum of a game with a single swing. His past success in postseason situations gives the Yankees an edge, and his presence strengthens the lineup both offensively and defensively. Bellinger's ability to rise to the occasion, to understand the flow of the game, and to execute under pressure could be a deciding factor as the team navigates this grueling stretch. It's not just about individual stars, though. The Yankees' bullpen, bench players, and defensive units all play pivotal roles in this period. The bullpen must be strategic, managing innings, matchups, and the psychological state of the opposition. Pitchers need to execute every pitch with precision, knowing that a single misstep can snowball into a game-changing moment. Defenders must be alert, aware, and ready to respond to every play, understanding that the smallest error can have outsized consequences. The synergy between starters, relievers, and fielders will define the outcome of these games, and the team that executes cohesively will emerge stronger both in the standings and in confidence. Each series in this 12-game run is an opportunity for the Yankees to establish momentum, prove resilience, and build confidence. Success here isn't measured only in wins and losses. It's measured in execution, growth, and preparation for what comes next. Houston, Toronto, Detroit, and Boston are not just opponents. They're tests of character, skill, and strategic execution. How the Yankees respond will define their September and set the stage for October. Leadership, focus, execution, and mental toughness will be the determining factors in whether this team emerges as a contender or falls short when the stakes are highest. The Yankees stars, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Cody Bellinger, provide the framework, but it's the collective effort of the entire roster that will determine outcomes. Every player, from the starting pitcher to the late-inning reliever, from the utility infielder to the center fielder, has a role to play. Success is built on trust, preparation, and the ability to perform in high-pressure situations. The upcoming games are as much about character and mentality as they are about talent and statistics. The team that navigates this stretch successfully will gain not only wins, but confidence, momentum, and a psychological edge heading into the postseason. Every at-bat, every pitch, every defensive play carries weight. Small moments become amplified in a stretch of this magnitude. A stolen base, a perfectly executed double play, or a clutch home run can shift the course of a series. The Yankees must maximize these opportunities, remain disciplined, and avoid letting pressure dictate performance. This is a defining moment, and the team's response will reverberate through the rest of the season. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. There's been a growing murmur in the sports world that Andy Reid, the legendary NFL coach known for his meticulous game planning and charismatic presence, has recently turned some attention to Major League Baseball, specifically to the New York Yankees. In a surprising twist that has set social media alight, Reid reportedly praised the Yankees, describing them as a powerhouse capable of contending for the championship. While he is widely recognized for his football acumen, his comments about the Yankees have sparked endless speculation among fans and analysts alike. Some argue that Reid's endorsement carries weight because of his experience in managing high-pressure situations and building teams that consistently reach the playoffs. Others are intrigued by the notion of a football coach publicly recognizing excellence in baseball, suggesting that it reflects the Yankees' sustained dominance in the sport. Rumors have begun swirling that Reid's remarks could influence crossover interest between NFL and MLB fan bases, especially in New York, where sports fervor is nearly unmatched. The exact context of his comments has not been fully clarified, which only adds fuel to the gossip mill, leading to countless discussions online and in sports bars across the country. Analysts are dissecting every word, trying to understand whether this is casual praise or a prediction of a Yankees championship run. The timing of Reid's comments could not be more intriguing, given the Yankees' performance this season and the perception of their roster strength. With several star players demonstrating exceptional talent and leadership, the team has captured the attention of media outlets nationwide. Reid's observation that the Yankees are a great contender for the title seems to resonate not only with fans, but with skeptics who acknowledge that the Yankees' history of success is more than a coincidence. The rumor mill is also buzzing with speculation about potential insider knowledge. Could Reid have access to information or insights into the team that the general public does not? Conversations about baseball strategy have merged with NFL parallels, with some noting Reid's penchant for disciplined preparation and his ability to elevate talent as reasons his opinion matters. Some sport commentators are even theorizing whether Reid's remarks hint at a larger interest in baseball or simply reflect his admiration for excellence across all sports. As whispers continue to circulate, the combination of Reid's credibility, the Yankees' historical prestige, and the timing of his comments has created a perfect storm of anticipation, leaving fans eagerly dissecting every tweet and interview for clues about what might lie ahead for the team this season. Interestingly, this unexpected attention has also triggered conversations around the broader landscape of professional sports and how elite athletes and coaches perceive each other's disciplines. Reid's praise of the Yankees seems to challenge traditional boundaries, prompting debates about whether excellence in one sport naturally translates into insight or authority in another. Some sport commentators are framing this as a form of cross-pollination of respect between leagues, where strategic thinking, team building, and leadership qualities are recognized regardless of the specific game. The rumor mill has speculated endlessly about potential interactions between Reid and Yankees management, although no official meetings have been reported. Analysts also point to the possibility that Reid's comments might influence media narratives for the rest of the season, subtly shaping public perception of the Yankees as the preeminent championship favorite. In addition, Reid's unexpected connection to baseball sparks a curious cultural fascination, blending fan bases that rarely intersect and generating unique marketing and promotional opportunities. Speculation is rampant regarding whether other high-profile figures from different sports might soon follow suit, adding to the swirling anticipation around the Yankees' trajectory. This crossover interest emphasizes how the lines between sports fandom and media speculation can blur, producing an endless cycle of rumor, reaction, and analysis that captivates audiences nationwide. Finally, the buzz surrounding REID's comments continues to evolve, with no signs of slowing down as the season progresses and the Yankees' performance unfolds. Fans are eagerly monitoring the team's games, wondering whether REID's praise might serve as a prophetic marker or simply a colorful remark from a legendary football mind. Sports writers and commentators are dissecting every aspect of the Yankees' roster, game strategy, and managerial decisions in light of REID's endorsement, generating endless discussion and debate. The rumor mill suggests that this attention could have tangible effects, potentially influencing ticket sales, viewership, and fan engagement as the narrative of REID's approval becomes a recurring theme in coverage. Meanwhile, casual observers are intrigued by the novelty of a football coach publicly backing a baseball team, leading to broader conversations about cross-sport admiration and the dynamics of championship potential. As speculation persists, every move by the Yankees is being interpreted through the lens of REID's unexpected comments, creating a continuous cycle of analysis, excitement, and rumor. In the end, whether this serves as a genuine prediction of a championship run or simply a moment of playful recognition, the sports world is captivated, and the whispers surrounding the Yankees' prospects show no signs of fading, keeping fans and analysts alike in a state of heightened anticipation and eager debate. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.